Sing it again. Waymaker, you can never lose your way. You're the truth and life. It's not possible for you to lie. Forever the same. You can never make a mistake. You are more than the words to say. You are everything. 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 You are everything. Change it and then I can use it. You're the first and last. The distance in between. Good morning. Good morning. How are y'all doing? Good to see you this morning. Hello, hello, Gloria. Good morning, Gloria. How are you? It's good to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Worshipping as I get ready for everyone to join. Nani Mackenzie, good morning. How are you? Good morning, everyone. We are live on 2 platforms this morning. Good morning. Come on in. Come on in. Nikki, good morning. And those of you on YouTube, good morning. Good to see you this morning. Otto, good morning. Happy Saturday. How are y'all doing? Hi, BK. Thanks for joining. Not Your Girl. Nails by Aliyah. All of you. Good morning and God bless you. Happy Saturday. We are going to be talking about building a legacy. We're going to be continuing our conversation from yesterday. Yesterday, we were talking about how to grow a successful home care agency. And today, we are going to continue that relationship building process again and growing. Hello, Madam Andre. Good morning, everyone. King, good morning. Odelopi, Finesse, good morning. This thing goes by fast. If I don't mention your name, good morning. Dr. Miami, good morning. Good to see y'all. Good morning. Happy Saturday. Thank you for coming in and for wanting to spend your Saturday with me. Oh, thank you, Madam Andre, for grabbing that heart me. I appreciate you. Nada 54, good morning. It's your girl. That's funny. I just saw someone called Not Your Girl. And then I found another one that is called It's Your Girl. I'm blessed. Good morning, Mimi. Good morning. Good to seeing everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I appreciate you guys for spending this Saturday morning with me. And of course, we are continuing our conversation on how to build a successful home care agency. Thank you, Mimi. Madam Andre says, your hair looks so good. Mimi says, the house is full already. Yes. Good morning, everyone. And God bless you, handyman. Father, we thank you so much this morning for all of your children who are here, and we commit this moment, this hour into your hands. Give us wisdom as we talk about how to build a legacy and how to create wealth for ourselves and our family. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Yesterday, after the live stream, I had a conversation with one of our Success Club members, and it broke my heart because she started her home care journey on a not so balanced foundation. And that is why I do this live stream. That is why I offer the coaching and the mentorship, because having done this for over a decade, I understand that if you don't start it off right, you will give up very easily on a business that is extremely profitable and very good. So, for those of you who are just coming in for the first time, hey Yasmin, I see you. Good morning. If this is your first time in this room, my name is Dr. B, and that B is for blessing. I have to say that because everything I touch is blessed. So, good morning and thank you for coming in. I am a mom, I am a wife, and I have been at this, the home care agency, for many years. Thank you, Yasmin. She says you look beautiful. Thank you. I was up. We were up late getting this hair here done, so I don't have to tie the wrap on my head again this morning. So I have owned and operated a home care agency for over a decade, and prior to that, I also worked as a clinical manager for other big home care agencies. And for over a decade, my background is in pediatrics, and I have grown my agency and marketed it as a pediatric home care agency until we began to add the adult. Thank you, Mimi. So now we do both adult and pediatrics. And when you see my eyes going, usually my eyes go towards the presentation. But since yesterday, we were able to go live on our YouTube channel. Yay! So I'm doing both. I'm talking to people on YouTube and I'm talking to you here. And I appreciate you being here. So yesterday we talked about how to operate a successful home care agency. Thank you for grabbing those tabs. Thank you for the tabs. Thank you for the share. I want to encourage you as you are in here. Hello, Vanessa. Please take a moment and share the live stream out, because when you find something good, it's good to share with other people. So share the live stream. Think about it as if you found a webinar that has a lot of information for your business, and you're going to learn how to take your business from zero to a great deal. Hey, Dr. MM, good morning. Good to see you. I'm going to be doing the cheers and stuff soon. I just thought, let me let you guys listen to a little bit of the music in the background. I'm getting my mind ready and just praising God as we get into this. Because without God, we really cannot do anything. And if your mind is all over the place, you can't grasp what we are sharing. So do me a favor, please. Share out the live stream. A lot of people came in at once, and it's wiggling down to, I think I see going down to where it normally is. But I don't bring false excitement. I bring real information. Thank you, baby. So you guys want to invite other people. Please share, please tap. And if you are in here, go ahead and grab your heart me. It's like a ticket. That's the first thing you do when you get into a room like this. That's your ticket into the room. So grab your heart me, grab your cup of coffee, and we are going to talk about a way for you to build wealth, and it is measurable. It is, if your heart tells you that the home care industry is where you want to be, if you are in here because you want to be able to help other people, bring value to your community, but also make a living for yourself and your family, then you are in the right room. And so I'm also the founder of Vision Growers Consulting. Vision Growers is a consulting firm where I help and train and, coach and mentor other people to run a successful home care agency. Now, yesterday, I'm going to go straight. Where's Virginia? Good morning. Good morning. Welcome into the room. I appreciate you. Thank you. She says, hello, beautiful. Thank you so much. I am so glad. Every time I see you, I smile. And then your name, when you, where you have your TikTok name, Where's Virginia Smile? I love that it has a smile in there. It just makes it all better. All right, everyone. So yesterday, thank you for that heart, me. I appreciate it. We talked about foundation laying for your business, and we talked about building your team. So the third thing we didn't get, or the fourth thing we were going to get into, actually third thing, we talked about foundation, and we talked about, thank you so much, thank you, talked about building the team. So you guys tap tap tap, share, and then grab your heart me. That is a ticket into the room. That's how I see it when I go to other people's room. And it's a way to say thank you, Miss Yvette. Good morning, thank you for joining. It's a way to support and get, I think there is something, I cannot explain the fan club experience, but I can say that when you grab the heart me, it puts you in someone's fan club. I learned enough to be dangerous on TikTok, just enough. Okay. so I can do what I came to do, which is to help you, give you information. So today we're going to get into the big thing, which is what everyone asks me when they come on my live stream. Thank you. I appreciate you. Or when they come on my DM, thank you, West Virginia. That is so beautiful. Y'all, if you ever want to go to a room where you worship God and you get excited to connect with other people, go to West Virginia Smiles Room. That is, you guys know I have the other account where I encourage and inspire people. Thank you. Good morning. When I go into that room, I was telling my husband, I said, she has a gift that I don't have. If I try to talk that fast, she will acknowledge everyone. And she's got a gift. I will be like, "Da, da, da, da." Oh my goodness, thank you. Good morning. I don't think I can do it. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you, and you know that. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for the gift. Thank you for the blessing of you. There are just some people that just come into your life, and I don't mean the live stream, I mean your life. She walked into my life in her own way, and it's like God brought her. And another thing I admire about her, I just saw a post that she made. I'm sorry, guys. I know we're talking business, but 40 years of marriage, like, congratulations. It is rare. It is rare in this time. And when I saw that, I just kept watching the video she posted over and over again. And I just said, you know how my Nigerian people would say, I claim it, I tap into it, I tap into that. So we were tapping into it. My husband and I were like, oh, this is so beautiful. But anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate you. And for those of you on YouTube, 40 years of marriage is not a small thing. Okay. So let's continue. Thank you so much, West Virginia. Thank you, Yasmin. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Please, Mimi says tap, tap, tap. All right. So today we're going to talk about marketing and client acquisition, and we're going to get into operations and systems. And maybe if we have time, we'll get into scaling and long term growth, because that's what you want for your agency. Okay. You want to be able to grow. You don't want to open and then end it just because something small happened. But then what makes people want to give up? Thank you for liking the live stream. Thank you. Is always if you start on a shaky foundation. And that's what I'm noticing. The Success Club member and a friend that I spoke with yesterday, and she said, I wanted to give up, Dr. B. I'm like, you cannot give up. It's unfortunate you spent all this money. Giving up is not a thing for me. I don't know how to give up. My thing is don't start if you know you're not going to get to the end of it. Yes, there are situations where you got to ask God, should I stop here? Should I make a U-turn? Ask him about a U-turn. Just don't stop. Don't give up and yes, West Virginia, never quit. All right. And resume workshop Tracy. My sister and I were caregiver of both parents. We put together a system of care that worked good for you. I'm glad. So do not quit. Just keep going. And that is why I do what I am doing right now, so that you have no reason to quit. Sorry, someone just called. I thought I put that on Do Not Disturb. So this morning, let's talk about the reason people want to quit. Obviously, when they don't have a client, because they started this business thinking we'll get into it and then boom, we will get clients. And no one told them you've got to build a system, you've got to start a foundation on the ground before you build your legacy on top of it. Any good thing has to have a foundation. If you don't have a solid foundation, your business is going to shake. Okay. So the first thing, when people send me a DM or they call or they send an email to my office and they say, Dr. B, we need clients. We need clients. Yes, amen. Even the Bible says that you must build a solid foundation. And I stopped them and I said, the first thing you need to ask me is, how do I build up my business? Hey, William, I see you. The first thing is not, how do I get clients? Yes, no clients means no business. But the key to having clients is visibility and trust. No one is going to refer to you if they don't know you. So, hey, William, thank you. Thank you so much for grabbing your heart, me. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you so much. And no one is going to give you a client, no doctor, no discharge coordinator, no case manager is going to send someone to you if they don't know you. Hey, Mag, good morning. I see you. If they don't know you. So, what do you do as the first thing after you've gotten your license? You begin to build trust. You begin to open yourself up. And this is what I'm teaching in the Deluxe Success Club, how to expose yourself, how to turn on the lights in your business. Imagine you open a business, right? Let's say it's a retail store. Great provider, I see you. Good morning. Let's say it's a retail store, right? You open up your retail store, no sign. No sign. Thank you, Yasmin. You didn't put a sign out there, and then you expect people to come in and know that that's Dollar Tree. How are we gonna know that's Dollar Tree if you just no green sign, no nothing? That's the same concept. You open up your business, there is no sign. You haven't yet. I know. I just brought Dollar Tree because it's the cheapest place I like to go. I go there and they tell you everything is $1. It is no longer $1. That's a lie. Before you get out of there, $200 is out of your checking account. You're like, oops. But that's the thing, because we know it. They've built something in us, and we want to go there and shop. Same thing applies. Even though what you're doing, it's a care business, it's healthcare. You're going into people's home. You're bringing a different level of value. It's not cheap. So what do? The three pillars that you need to look at are referrals from hospital, social workers, a strong online presence, and community outreach. That last one cannot be limited. I cannot speak about that as much as more than I can. Just because I mentioned it, the third, that is your biggest place to start. Thank you for that, heart me. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. So when you think about it, what is the first thing I do? Now I have gotten this license from the Department of Community Health or my state licensing office. What do I do next? It is to build relationship. I've said that so many times. Turn on the light. Online presence. I'm not talking about, so when I go come on TikTok and I drive around the streets of TikTok. Yes, you know how you drive around the streets of TikTok. Sometimes I don't drive on purpose. They bring it to me, so I follow the trail. And I'm like, let me go see. And then all you are posting there is just paper chats, paper things and words and things. No one sees you. It doesn't work in healthcare. In the care business, we have to see your face. We need to know who you are. We need to know that you know your stuff. You want to establish yourself as an expert in your field. Turn on the lights. Don't go sit down. And if anyone is teaching you to say, go sit in your office, get a small office, pay for it, go pay someone that says, I've built a system and I'm going to get you clients. All you have to do is sit down. Uh, that's laughable. They are here to get your money. They're doing their business well because what did you see? They are able to market themselves very well to you. And when I tell my people, the people that I'm mentoring and coaching, I said, there is no better mentor than you. So let me give you something, for example. In 2003, I became a mother of twins. During that process, we found out that my twins had some issue, especially one. We didn't even think she would come out alive, but she did. She was on a ventilator. She was on a feeding tube. We had to keep her in NICU for days. I stayed in the hospital for a long time. I had to have surgery with them in my stomach at 3 months. And so they were preemie. And then I had another surgery, which was a C-section because they tried to keep them there. When they came out and when we eventually went home, it was a struggle. I needed nurses at home. I needed other people to help me. And mind you, I had been a nurse for many years before then. I was teaching other people. I've been a professor of nursing. I mean, I had clinical experience. I was good and I was struggling. And so, out of that struggle, I thought to myself, all the other women that we met, friends in the high risk unit, when I was in there waiting for my babies to come, I thought about them. Thank you, Yasmin. I thought about them and I said, if I'm struggling, how are these mothers with no clinical background? You don't understand why your child is breathing a certain way. You don't know what you're supposed to do with this medicine. Should you stop this one? Should you continue? How are they doing? That made me open Kind Touch Healthcare years later after the twins and I had survived. And by the way, that particular twin is in nursing school right this moment. So if I come to your home and we're having a conversation and I just told you my story, that's relatable. If you are a mom who's going through the same thing and you're looking for an agency to care for your child, you're looking at me like, wow, so you understand my position. And that just not only makes you want to trust me, it also makes you go, okay, she knows her stuff. Do you understand that? Can you put in the chat yes if you get what I'm putting down? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Dr.B, you have to first make an application for all the different Medicaid to get referrals, right? Yes, different Medicaid waivers. I'm gonna answer that. Are you guys picking it up? 14 of you. Let me know. Or am I just talking to myself? Because I could be talking to myself for all I know. Same thing for you too. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? If you're picking it up, say yes. Just drop a yes in the chat for me, please, so that I know that I'm talking to people who are picking what I'm dropping. Because one of the biggest thing, thank you, Mims, one of the biggest thing is people paying people to go get them clients. And you just think you're going to sit in the office and clients will come while you're sipping coffee. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate that. Yes. Thank you. It doesn't happen that way. Y'all have to communicate with me. The energy goes both ways. You give me yes, I give you more, right? You give me a yes. That's a thing. We should use that as a cheer. You give me a yes, I give you more. So if you're picking up what I'm putting down, that's all I need to know that you understand and that you can be able to apply this to your business. And Yasmin just asked me a question. She says, do you have to first make an application for all the different Medicaid waivers in order for you to um in order for you to someone else is calling me. Give me a minute. I'm gonna put my phone on do not disturb. I thought I did so. I didn't know. I'm gonna be frozen for a minute. Okay. I just did. I just did because everybody's calling me this early morning. Yes. Okay. So the in order for you to get into Medicaid waiver, remember that home care agency, especially non-medical home care agency, does not bill Medicaid directly. You have to go through. Thank you, Destiny, for joining. You have to go through a waiver program, a Medicaid waiver, and we've talked about that before. I'm gonna Another thing I'm going to do, I think I sent this list to the subscribers before of the different waiver programs in your state so that you can look into applying for it. Every state has a different waiver program and you can get into it. So, yes, you have to apply into each waiver, and some of those waivers you cannot get in the first time around. You have to wait for like, they'll say after you've been in the business for maybe a year before you qualify to get into the waiver program. Okay. All right. So let's move on. Families are looking for peace of mind, okay, more than just services. That's why reputation and branding is very, very important. They don't just want anyone. Imagine when I was going through my stuff. I like to put myself in other people's shoes. I put myself in my clients' shoes all the time, and that helps me because when I was going through my difficult situation, I could just imagine someone calling my phone in that moment. At that time, I'm trying to keep my kids alive and saying to me, hey, you want care? I got your number from such and such saying that you need help. I would hang that thing up so quickly. I would not entertain that call. But if it was a trusted person, like my doctor's office referred someone and they talk to me about them, and I know the name of that company, and then they call me. And when they call me, they said, "Hey, Miss Blessing, we're coming out to see you. Are you available? The doctor said we should call for blah 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 blah." That, I trust my doctor, right? I trust my kid's doctor. And I'm going to say, okay. And I know that he or she understands what I'm going through. So I'm going to say, yeah, on Tuesday, let's look at the schedule. You can come out. And that's how that works. That's exactly how that works. Okay. So you don't just sit down and pay someone in God knows where and think that they will just go and get you clients. Doesn't work that way. That relationship needs to be built. You need to turn on that light in your business. Thank you for viewing the product, Madam Andrea. I have that. I got that USB flash because all the videos that I've been doing, it automatically downloads to my phone, and I love photos. And so when I think I'm going to show you guys that this flash drive. It's little. You plug it into your phone and you download the pictures because I wasn't having any more space, so I had to do that. Y'all can see it in there and buy it. It's 1949, and if you want, you can plug it back in your phone, get all your videos and your stuff, plug it in the computer, download it, whatever. All right, so let's continue. So you want to make sure that you have developed a strong relationship with these people: hospital, social workers, strong online presence, and community outreach. Let me talk about the online presence a little bit more. Yasmin, thank you for viewing the product. I just opened up a TikTok account for Kind Touch, our home care agency. Now, I've never had a TikTok account because TikTok was not my thing. I just came on TikTok. You guys tap for me, please. Thank you. As I'm giving you this wonderful information, and I'm hoping you're writing it down, but you drop the pen and you tap as well. I appreciate the taps, and I appreciate the shares. I appreciate all of it. I appreciate the heart me grabbing. I appreciate that. Appreciate the conversation with YouTube guys too. So you see how my mind goes when I have to stop and tell y'all to tap. It just goes like, again, it could be that mean pause we were talking about yesterday. It's mean, right? Okay. So when I opened that account for Kind Touch, it was barely a week. We got a call for 3 or 4 clients at once last week. And I don't do a lot. I don't even post a lot. Thank you, Ray, for coming in. I don't post a lot on that account because I'm so focused. We already have our social media thing going on. Thank you, Rev. I appreciate you. We have our Facebook account, which has been there for over a decade. We have a YouTube account, which we don't really do a lot in there, but we use the YouTube account to train our staff. And we have our all these. Hey, Mary, we have our. You mentioned all these. What is it called? Instagram. We have all of those. So I just did the TikTok as an experiment because when I'm teaching people, I want you to know that I'm doing the same thing that I'm teaching you. What I'm giving to you, what I'm sharing with you is out of my own experience. These are the things I am applying. Hi, Gracie. Good morning. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hello, everyone. How can we find you on YouTube? On YouTube, for if you want to find me as this, as Vision Growers, go to my profile page and you click the link. It takes you to my YouTube account. For Kind Touch, you would just type in Kind Touch Healthcare Services, and it is there on YouTube. I think I've attached it to my Kind Touch account here on TikTok as well. So we have all of these things. And so I just put the TikTok thing up there for a moment just to see what happens when I'm telling people, yes, you can utilize TikTok. And so last week, I did another video, and it was about hiring, and that we're hiring parents, who, and giving them opportunity to make a living while they care for their children. And boom, we got a call from a mother. Actually, she left me a message on here, and I didn't check that message quick enough. But because I left a phone number, she called the office, and I'm glad that she did. And so we have her. oriented and ready to work. Actually, she's going to be working another client because we couldn't get her child qualified yet. So there's so many things on social media. A lot of people are here. You are here. So just think, if you are here, there must be other people on here looking for services, looking for something. And so you want to turn the light on. Can you guys just type in the turn on the light? Turn on the light. Type in the chat, turn on the light, while I drink coffee, y'all. Turn on the light. I'm going to drink coffee. Turn on the light. There are 14 people in this room. So if all 14 of us can just say, turn on the light, that will be a blessing, because I want to make sure that you get what I'm putting down. Thank you, William. Turn on the light. Thank you, Rev. I appreciate that. Yasmin says, turn on the light. Madam Andre says, turn on the light. Mem said, turn on the light. Rev says, turn on the light. Y'all got to turn on the light. The rest of you, that's 5 out of 14. Y'all don't want to turn on the light? You want to be in the dark? Cindy says, turn on the light. Gracie says, turn on the light. Let's turn on the light. And that could mean a whole different thing, but in this concept, turn on the light. Turn on the light in your business. Turn on the light of your business. If no one sees you, if no one knows you, no one trusts you. People trust what they see and what they know. And when that happens, I promise you, the door to your business will just open. Use social media wisely. It's all cute when we take pictures and we post on there, but if you are a business person, use your social media account wisely. Open another one that you use to play, but have the one and pay attention, because that's your investment. That is your advertisement. Put some time into it. And thank God for Chat GPT. You can train your Chat GPT and use it to help you produce some content that you can create, but it needs to be true, it needs to be empathetic, and it needs to tell the real story. And you have the story. Some of you say, I went into this because I took care of my mother and my father, at a time in their lives when they needed me. And I realized how important. Sell that story. Show that to people, that you have that empathy, you have that ability. And now you are moving from taking care of your parents to taking care of other people, because you did a good job with your parents and you understood why this service is necessary. I cannot stress that enough. It is very different when someone just shows up or make a phone call and say, I need clients. See, if you show up in my office, and I see other people show up at our office with flyers, and God bless them, and they come in and they say, oh, I need clients. I started this business. You guys are pediatric, and they don't even ask. You didn't do research about who we are. And you're like, here, if you want wound care, send us people for wound care. That's not the conversation. You came in and all you want is what I can offer you. You didn't offer me anything. You did not talk to me about my business. You didn't even show me that you understood what I'm doing, that you know me before you came. So don't just go to people's places and drop your flyers left, right, and center. It's going in the trash can after you leave. And you don't want to hear that, but it is. It's going in the trash can. You have to show up with a compelling why. You have to give them something as well. Give them something. And these are some of the things, when we get together with my club members, some of them I talk to them individually, some of them, but I think like, hello, where is your part? Not that easy. You need to explain. That's right. That's right, Yasmin. And when we are in that club, the thing is, you bring, I tell the Deluxe Club members, keep bring your mind down. Okay, Mimi, I saw that. Bring your mind down and pay attention. I am giving you the steps that I'm still using, that is working for me. But I think sometimes as a people, which is not good for business, we love to hear people say things are easy, just get in and get out, just, you're going to do this and there are excellent marketers out there who will sell you anything if you're willing to buy it, and they'll convince you. But my thing is pay attention. Pay attention. Thank you, Mimi. I appreciate you. Thank you, Yasmin. I appreciate you so much. Pay attention to who is selling you what so that you understand. At this point, I still continue to market. But even without doing that, thank you, Gracie. I appreciate you. Even without doing that, the phone is still ringing because of over a decade of relationship building. And I didn't build it one day. I didn't build it and then walk away. I continue to water those relationships. I continue to show up with gifts. I continue to ask them, what do you need? What can I do for you? How can we help you? If you have a client that doesn't have insurance, can we help with that? How do we help the client get that insurance? So there's so many ways that you can develop that relationship. Here is a mini exercise for all of us. I'm gonna ask you, and I would really appreciate if all of you on YouTube and all of you on here would go along with me. This is a question. If you were looking for care for your loved one, thank you, Rave. I appreciate that. What would you type into Google? What would you do? Drop it in the chat. Let's say you didn't know any home care agency. You're in a position where your mom, your dad, your husband, your wife, your child needs home care. And you had to go on Google and search. What would you type into Google? Can y'all just type while I take a break for coffee? Tell me, what would you type to search for a home care agency, to search for help for your family? You went to Google and you're searching, you need assistance, you need help, what would you type in there? Mimi said home care agencies with 5-star reviews. Yasmin says looking for that's really what you would say, Yasmin? Looking for providers? What type of providers? Mem says high rated home care agency. Queen and Educate, welcome to the live stream. Come on, y'all. We're 19 or 18 of us. What would you say if you were looking for home care agency for your loved one and you had to go on Google and search? Or you went now and everybody's using Chat GPT. You went on Chat GPT and say, help me find, how would you type that? How would you search? Yasmin says looking for home health. Okay. Thank you for liking the live stream. Queen, what would you say? How would you search for care for your loved one online? This is an exercise to help a lot of you who are home care agency owners on this live stream in this room. And those of you who are thinking of getting into it, thank you for those populars, Mimi. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. How would you get the help that you need? Looking for home health, looking for 5-star, high rated home care agency, looking for providers, 5-star reviews. Okay, that is a way to look for it. I would probably just go on there and say home care agency near me, something like that. And then I would then go down and look for the reviews, look through and see what other people are saying before I make a decision to call. Looking for provider, Queen Adejoke says she would say looking for provider. All right. So I think provider is so vague because it could be any provider. It could be great provider. I had to put that in there. I'm a terrible singer, y'all. But it could be any of those. A provider can be anything. It could be a doctor's office. It could be anything. But I would be very specific as to what I want. That just that just tells you that you have to be able to put yourself out there and different. If you guys heard about SEO, search engine optimization, put yourself out there, put some keywords by your name. If I search your agency, Queen Ajoke, thank you for viewing product number 6. If I go on Google now, can I find your agency? Because if you go and type Kind Touch Healthcare Service, hey, Sukil, thank you for joining. If you go type Kind Touch, my agency, you're going to find it real quickly. It's going to pop up. You're going to see good reviews and you're going to see a bad review. I think we have one bad one there, which she was very upset, and we dealt with that. So you may see some good, you may see some bad. Good morning. But you will see us, and you will see us from Facebook posts and all kinds of things. And the good outweighs the one bad. In 10 years, we had one bad review. And she later apologized, but never did go back and take it down. And I just left it like that. So you want to put yourself, social media, it's a strong lead. It's a place you do want to put your money, your marketing money in it. And you should have money for marketing. You see how long I spent on that? Yes, there's always that one, Yasmin. I spend so much time on client acquisition because that's what everybody asks. And that's what everybody wants to know. How can I get clients? Do you have clients for me? No. And then people pay people for clients. Instead of paying someone to give you clients, build relationship. Do some referral gifts. Train your staff. Hire someone in the beginning that is committed to you, that these young people that are savvy with the internet, and you can be able to work with them and collaborate on the post. And if you don't have the time to sit down and be posting stuff online, find someone who can do it. We had a young person in our office who did it for years, for 5 years before she moved on. And then my daughter's doing it. They know how to set it up in a way that you don't post every day, but it is set up. When I was about to do the presentation for Bobby Dodd, my daughter set that up for about a month. So at every week, the post was coming up. Every week, the post was coming up. So she didn't have to sit one place and do that. And Queen, thank you for that donut. So you want to be able to utilize the people who understand the system. Thank you so much for that, Tiny Diny. I appreciate that. So the reason I'm not using a lot of the emojis today, I noticed that with or the sound, the cheers and the claps, when you use it, yes, it cheers up the room and all of it, but then it minimizes, it silences the voice, and you don't get to hear what I'm saying. And I really want you to understand what I'm saying. All right, so can we move on? We're going to move away from marketing and client acquisition, and we're going to go into operations and systems. Remember, yesterday we spoke about the foundation building, we spoke about a team building, what you do and how you get your staff, and we spoke about marketing this morning, right now, and we're going to go into operations. Today, I'm going to be on here for an hour. I want to finish so that we can have people ask questions. I really want to answer questions today, okay? Operations and systems. That's, behind every successful and strong agency, there are strong systems. And I'm talking about payroll, I'm talking about billing, I'm talking about software. Know your money. No one else should know your money more than you, YouTube or TT. No one else should know your money more than you. I am a numbers girl. And this is someone who did not like math when I was in school. Oh my God. Hi, Divine. Thank you for joining. Divine is our brother and friend that we've met on this TikTok land. And God has a way of just bringing people into your life. And I love it. I love it. I just am so grateful for that. Thanks, Divine, for stopping in. We're talking money as always. So, when we talk about money, nobody else should know your money more than you. Thank you for grabbing that heart, me. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yes, we did church last night because we didn't finish till maybe 1 or 2 a.m. Yes. Mem says I missed yesterday. Mems, go to my YouTube. Okay, thank you for saying that so that I could put this out there for all of you in here. So I was having a challenge downloading my live stream from here to my YouTube channel. So what now? Since yesterday, I was able to go live on YouTube as well. So that if you miss the live stream, just go to my YouTube channel. Go to my profile page, Dr. Mem. Right here on my profile page, you can click the link tree. There is even some freebies there, how to register for things. But you also see, when you click there, you see the link to my YouTube account. Just click on there and go. You can see, you can watch on your own what you missed from yesterday. So now the live stream, the only live stream that I will not put on YouTube is the subscribers only live stream, because it's a subscribers only live stream. But every other teaching that I do, it will be both on YouTube and on TikTok. So just go follow the YouTube account and you can watch it from yesterday, okay? All right. So let's continue. Thank you, Divine, for liking the live. Yeah, we were in church late yesterday, and so and then we didn't finish. We had some prayers to do offline. By the time we were done, it was so late. Hello, Benaya. Good morning. So we didn't go on again early, again in the morning. That's it. All right. So let's talk about your scheduling software. Now, every stage, if you get on Medicaid, you're going to have to get on the EVV software of your state. Every state gives that for free for for everyone who is on Medicaid. That means if your agency is taking on, good morning, Benaya, if your agency is accepting Medicaid waiver, you are going to have your staff clock in and clock out on your state's EVV system. Like Georgia, we have one called TELUS. Different states, they have different kinds. Okay. Now, if you're not on a Medicaid waiver yet and you're just doing private pay, you can think about it, if you want to spend the money in the beginning to get a system going. Why I did mine very in the very beginning, the first year. We did both paper while I was trying the system. At the time it wasn't very popular. Now it's very popular with everybody. And so after that first year, when we didn't make money, I dropped the system. I went back to paper charting and documentation. But then after that, we went back to the system and we've never looked back. So we're using a system called the Laura. They're not paying me to advertise or market them, but I'm just mentioning that that's who we're using. And so, what I like about it is integrated with the state system. Yes, Yasmin. It's integrated. She's laughing. It's integrated with the state system, with TELUS. So when my staff and I clock into our EVV software, oh, thank you, Rave. I appreciate that. It is directly sent into TELUS, where we go to do the billing for the PSS, whereas nursing is done differently. We all clock in the same system, we document in there. I love it because it holds everything. And on that system, we can see when everyone is clocking in on live. We can see what they're documenting live. We can communicate in there. We send messages to each other. So it keeps everyone in one place. It houses your agency. So that's why you need to invest in a good system. But if you're starting off that first 6 months, you don't have to. You don't have to. You can do real paper charting, but make sure you have a system for the paper charting. Make sure that you check, you QA what your people are documenting, because at some point you will get audited. At some point you will be surveyed. And you know that the policy, wherever you are, whatever state, you need to keep those documents for at least 5 years. Those documents are legal documents. Whether your staff is just checking the list, or they're nurses and they're doing real documentation of, where they're doing a narrative note and an assessment, you keep those for 5 years. And if trouble comes, you are going to be subpoenaed. Those documents becomes a court document. And we've seen that over the 10 years that, and more that we've been in business. We've been called so many times to court. Send the documents. We've had to take boxes of documents to send it to the lawyers. So everything that you do, you need to make sure that it is documented. I talk about that all the time, and your system is in place. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is payroll. You want to pay people, right? That first money that you get, hello, welcome in. That first money that you get is not your money. It's not your money alone. Don't take it and pocket it and forget about your caregivers. How do you pay? Have a system, because at some point, Uncle Sam will come calling. They will knock on your door. So have a system. And now, in some states, I know in Georgia, when the state surveyor come, they ask to see your payroll. They ask to see your payroll report. And they, yeah, Yasmin said, don't go gambling. Don't go gambling your money away. No. So they want to see your payroll report and make sure that you are doing the right thing. You know, they ask for quarterly reports when they come for survey, because they want to see and remember that caregivers are not supposed to be paid as contractors. They are supposed to be W-2. So make sure you have a good payroll system. There's so many of them. Again, we use paychecks. They didn't pay me to market them again. These people don't know. They should all just pay me to market these things for them, and they would be getting lots of clients. But anyway, we use paychecks. I've tried two different ones over the years. I started with paychecks in the beginning, and then I moved on to another one, and then we came back. Paychecks houses all our stuff, our 401k, everything is done through them, and I'm okay with that. And someone called last week to ask, would I switch? And I said, not willing to. Peacefully Twisted said, did you take payroll class? No, I did not take a payroll class. But when you sign up for any payroll company, they will train you on how to use their system. Immaculator, thank you. ID, you know, I just figured out that was you. Good morning, sis. How are you and the children? So when you go on, when you sign on, they will give you directions on how to use the system. Again, I use paychecks. I love paychecks. They're not the best, but they're good. Okay. um TikTok just said something about don't direct people when you're selling something to another platform. I guess because I said paychecks, they think I'm directing people to another platform. That's not what I'm doing. They just flagged me. Imagine that. Okay, we're not going to talk about that. But a payroll system. Okay, I don't know if TikTok offers payroll. Do they? I don't know. Does TikTok offers payroll? This algorithm that they talk about on TT is driving me cuckoo. Because I got flagged for something yesterday. I mean, day before, they sent me a citation, or should I call it a citation or whatever? And they said, you have violated community stuff because I did a little affiliate thing and put a sticker in here. I'm like, what? Oh my goodness. Do you own a home health agency, non-medical or DOD? Sarah, how can I help you? I own all of it. I do all of that. It's because it's a shopping live stream. Okay. Even anyway, I'm gonna make a thing and rant about that one later. Let's continue. Okay. So invest in good payroll system, and the next one is your billing. If it's because it's a shopping live stream, I got it, Mimi. Okay, that's why they're picking on me. Okay, so if you have to do billing, how are y'all? Let me just ask that. How are you guys doing billing? For those of you who've started, you have a client or two. Okay, we'll subscribe the one-on-one with you. Okay, Sarah. And you can do that. It's on my bio right up there. You go to my bio, you click the link to go ahead and schedule your one-on-one. I think I see Jojo. Hey, how are you doing? And Welton, good morning. Good morning. How are you guys doing your billing? If you are already taking on clients and you have to bill for your services, how are you doing your billing? I'd like to know. Hey Jojo, how are you doing it? Are you going through? Okay, Na says I'm going to. Hi Na, good morning. I didn't even know you were here. Avality and Telus. Okay, outsourcing the billing after trying independently first. Oh, Immaculator, you are outsourcing your billing. I teach people how to do their own billing very well. I've never outsourced in over a decade. We do the billing by ourselves. Okay. But if outsourcing works for you, then that's fine because it depends on who you are billing, the different payer sources. If you're billing, Medicaid and TELUS is where, I like NASA's through Avality because Avality is like a clearinghouse. They put it all together and they send it. For us, we do our own billing. Yasmin said QuickBooks. Okay, that's because you're doing private payers for now. All right. So we use QuickBooks for the invoices for private payers. And if I'm billing other insurance, like the long term insurance companies and all of our stuff, finances and things like that, our bookkeeping is done through QuickBooks. Again, I might get flagged, so it's done through QB. We're gonna be using code words from now on. We're going to be using code words like, when you're talking and your child is walking into the room and you want to say something that you don't want them to know, and then you just use a code word. Yeah, that's what we're about to do now. So when you hear me say QB and BB and P, how am I going to call the other one? PY, you know what I'm talking about. Okay. So we use QB for the financial, for the bookkeeping and all of those things, but we do our billing by ourselves. The invoice, my daughter does all the nursing, all the clinical billing. My husband does all the personal support billing, all the non-medical billing, and that's how we do it. And I did all of it in the beginning by myself, and then I had to train them on how to do it, so they took it over. But all the others, I still get into it. Thank you. Okay, interested in contacting the creator. All right, y'all. There is a link on my bio. Hello, Savvy Mom Finance. Thank you for joining. There is a link on my bio where you can schedule a one-on-one. And I encourage you guys to subscribe to my TikTok Success Club because we also do the teaching on Sundays. Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, B Global Live says, is there any reason you're not in a creator network? We can help with suspensions, promote your stream, set up battles. I do not like battles. I don't like battles. Thank you, though. Leave me a message. I appreciate that. But battles, I run away from battles. Number one, I feel like battles pushes people to come and throw money, and then I don't want to put pressure on my people. um, Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So let's continue with the billing. And another thing is get a good bookkeeper if you are not sure how to do your billing. Let me take a moment and explain something. In 2020, we purchased a 1.3-acre land to build our current office. Our office now sits on our own land, and we still have space where we're getting ready to build an extended pediatric care facility. When I started to approach the bank, and I was so careful, to build our system and build our finances up to that point so that when we were ready, the land we purchased cash, we paid for it. We didn't have to have a loan, but we knew that we would need a loan to do the construction because initially we wanted to build a 10 point something, a 10,000 square feet building, both of them together, but we later broke it down and we just have our administrative office for now, and then we'll move on later. One of the things that the bank was looking at the most was our P&L, looking at, everything about our books because they want to see, are you profitable? Because they won't give you money if you're not making profit or there is no potential for you to make profit. And if there are things like, when you were late, a yummy day, good to see you, and all of those things, they want to look at it. So having a good bookkeeping system, it's how you can present yourself to financial institutions. Do you know what your P&L is? If I asked you right now to give me your P&L, if you ask me, I'll quickly download it in 2 seconds and I know how that works. So you want to invest your time to learn your money. Nobody else should know your money more than you. Okay? Scheduling software, payroll, and your billing. Your scheduling and documentation software can be the same because we use, again, AL. We're going to do the the little cute words or acronyms or whatever you call it. AL, we use that for documentation and for scheduling. So any one of our staff would pull up their phone and they see their whole schedule for the week, and they know what they're supposed to do, where they're supposed to be, with a GPS system all wrapped in one. So take time and review those things for your agency, okay? And finally, we're going to talk about scaling and long-term growth. Yasmin, thank you for viewing product number one. Y'all buy something from your sister girl here. Buy something. Now, thank you for the heart me. Thank you so much. And a word from our sponsor. This is one of my go-to. I love this little perfume here, the Yara perfume. It's in the basket. Greetings, most blessed. Good morning. I love this Yara perfume. It's one of my nighttime routine. Thank you, Savvy Mom Finance. I appreciate you. It's in the basket. Get it. Let me sell something, right? This is another one of it. This one, and this one. This is a combo. It comes together. You see, we've been using it. You see, I want you to know I've been using it and it smells divine. This is like chocolate and it's really called Choco Musk. Get it in there. Go look at it and buy something from your girl. Okay. That is my little marketing thing. I love perfumes. I love to smell good. It's a very good land. AK says very nice perfume. People ask me what you. Yes, thank you. It's very nice. Too nice. It's very good perfume. Yes, it is. It is. And so it's in the basket, and it's not that expensive. I think some people. I have my other one that is pricey, but people think that all your fragrances must be pricey in order to smell good, and it isn't. These things are really good. I use them all the time, as you can see. So anyway, that's a plug from our sponsors, right? Okay, tap, 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 tap. Let me drink a little coffee. And then the last thing we're going to talk about is scaling and long term growth. And again, if you guys go on my YouTube channel, you will be able to find what we are talking about. It's on there. And then we're going to take some questions because my plan was just to be here for an hour. Because later on today, I will be going live and doing a shoppable live stream on my other account. That's really the account where I want to be doing the shoppable lives. That's where I'm doing my inspirational things and all of those. So join me later. I don't know when. I'm just going to pop up. This account, we're very intentional about business, okay? So growth is not just about more clients. I want you to get that. It's about smart scaling. It's about expanding services. It's about entering new markets and building partnerships. And I'm just going to, I think it's flagging you because of YouTube mentions. Oh no, it was telling me something else. It may be Immaculated. It may be, but I'm gonna not. Okay, you know what? I'm going to say YT. So when you go to YT, you will find it, but what thank you, girl. I get what you're saying. Thank you. So I'm learning. I'm still learning TikTok. I'm still learning. So the last thing that we're talking about right now is scaling and long-term growth. For over a decade, one of the problems that I found, and listen very carefully, because when you scale, you want to scale from the position of your client's pain point. Does that make sense? Again, what have you noticed? What are people complaining about? What are the issues that your clients are having? That helps you scale your business. When we started and we were just doing pediatrics and one thing, and then our kids began to grow up, and the parents were like, we're not going to leave you. Thank you, Savvy Mom. We're not going to leave you. We want to stay. So we scaled up to the adult home care, and we kept the clients, and they continue. We have people that started with us as babies, pretty much blessed. Thank you. Thank you for Yak A. Thank you for viewing the product. And so they scaled up. And now, another thing we found out was people started calling me about medical supplies. So finally, after a decade, we formed a partnership and we're going into medical supplies. You see that? So scaling is not really about, oh my God, do I have enough clients? That is not really how scaling works. You are leveling up in here. Congrats, pretty much. I appreciate you and Savvy Mom. Thank you so much. And so you want to think about what is going to happen in 5 years. Hello, Benaya. What is going to happen to my business in 6 years, in 10 years, even in 3 years as you are starting up? So you want to start planning about that. If you want to know how to scale, we're going to be teaching about all of these with the members of my deluxe club. I'm just taking them one step at a time. In this current cohort that we have, I think it may have been a little because we have some people waiting on their approval and we have people who've already started. But I feel that everyone is almost at the same level because they're trying to kickstart to turn the light on. But you want to be able to expand your services. You want to be able to take on different payer sources. And so it's hard when you start up here and you're not sure what you're doing, but you want to start down here, make the foundation solid, take care of certain things that you need to do, understand your policies and procedures, understand how to market and get the client, understand what operational system you need to use. And then you get to that sweet spot where you've built all this relationship. Thank you for the follow. You've done all of these things. And then people are now sending you clients on their own. And you can now scale your business. Did y'all notice I just went dark? I'm the one telling people turn on the light, and then my stuff just went dark. I don't even know why that happened. But anyway, nice meeting you, all of you. Best of luck. Thank you, Immaculator. Thank you. So you want to make sure that you've got all these things together and then scale, right? Some people, okay, thank you. She says she can still see me. Okay, thank you. Some people want to run this business. I was talking to someone, I think maybe a few days ago, who said they sold their business. They sold it for $3 million. They're a home care agency. And so now they want to teach other people how to sell theirs. That's called an investment. And I always tell you guys there are two ways, two reasons, or more than two reasons, but the two main reasons people start this business: as a legacy or an investment property. An investment property is one where you go, and then you make enough money, you sell it to someone else, and you poof, you leave. And then the legacy is the one you build and you expect that your family will come and your children will carry it on. And for me, I'm very big on legacy. Other things I can do that investment, but with the healthcare business, I'm very big on legacy because the twin that started it all, she's in nursing school. Our oldest daughter is graduated with business degree, and she's taking over the business slowly. And then the other twin is going to med school. She graduated from Spelman earlier this year. So you see all of that, I'm banking on legacy for them. Yeah, I want to leave them something solid. Never know what year they're gonna kick my butt out, but when they're ready to kick me out, I'm ready to kick myself out and go to Hawaii somewhere and sip something out of a coconut. But anyway, those are the reasons that you can go. Either you go open this business to sell it later, or you open it to continue a legacy. And that's where we're going to stop today. I have a webinar coming up next week on the 14th. It's going to be on Saturday. So I will not be live streaming on Saturday because I will be teaching a class about contract readiness. And this contract readiness, we're going after the contract that everyone else is overlooking, the contract that is in your city, and the contract. Thank you. She said legacy all the way, Savvy Mom Finance. So we're going to be teaching how to, and at the end of that class, you would have registered your sam.gov account. For those who already have it, as soon as you guys register by Wednesday, you will receive an email with information about what documents you want to have with you during that webinar. because one of the things that I want to give to you guys are those contracts that are available in your individual city and your individual state or county. Please let me know about. Yes, Dr. it was posted on the Deluxe Success Club. And I see people are having a hard time seeing things in there, but we're going to post it again. Gracie, if you're still in there, Gracie and I talked last night and I told her to post it again. It's going to be on the 14th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're going to teach on I'm going to be teaching that class on how to get yourself contract ready. Um, in Georgia, last week they've already, and it's the same for all the state. They've sent out the invitation for those community contracts for home care agency. There are contracts for non-medical home care agency. So if you want to be a part of it and not the Deluxe Club members, this is free for you. You do not have to pay. We're going to send you information for the Deluxe members. I'll send you information maybe on Monday or some this weekend, maybe by tomorrow. You'll get information on what you need to bring with you. But everyone else will be sending out that information on Wednesday. So registration closes on Wednesday. We have 25 spots. If you want to be a part of it, go right here to my profile, click on it. The value is usually 1,999. When I took that class years ago, before I became the one teaching others, but it's $147. That's how much it's going to cost for you to be in that class for 4 hours. We're going to get you registered and give you the information on where you go to find this contract in your city and your county. So that's where I'm going to be on Saturday. I will be live streaming on Friday, as always, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But Saturday, we're going to be learning about contracts and getting those money. Okay. And now I'm going to open up for questions. If you guys have any question, you want to come up, I'm just going to pick on people. If you want to decline, you can decline. If you want, thank you for that heart, me. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. If you want to come up, you can go ahead and come up. If you have a question, if you have a comment, whatever, just come on up and let's talk briefly. Okay? Any questions for me? Anyone has a question? Anyone has a comment? I'll take those. And hi, Stella. Good morning.
Yeah, a quick one. I
Yes.
just want to know, I am not ready to get started now, but do I still need a class like this?
If you
I
want
think
to,
I have my Samdog. I have my Samdog .gov somewhere. I don't know if I
she says
scramble at it,
somewhere.
it will
If
get
you
it up, right?
you know that you're supposed to renew your sam.gov account yearly.
Yearly, yeah, I know.
Okay.
I think
Thank you for the
I've got an
subscription.
email that renew, but I'm not. Since I'm not ready for it, I decided not to pay attention to that.
Okay.
Would they kick me out whenever I'm ready?
You
Or
just
will
have
I?
you just have to go and re-register all over again and submit the documents to renew. You just need to renew the account when you are ready. What the bonus of what you get in this class is how, because a lot of people have sam.gov account but don't know how to get the contract. So, what this class will be, if you want to learn to say, where do I go? How do I find the contract? What are the meaning of these words that they speak? What is an RFP, and how do I bid? That's what this class is for.
So that is for somebody that is ready to go to the field and start working, right? Like
If
someone that is still, dragging foot like me.
Well, it's up to you. If you Some people get on this and do self-contracting, you understand, without an agency. I don't know why my stuff is changing color all of a sudden. Some people can do contract without the name of an agency, and you just do it on your own as an individual contractor. But if you want to learn the process, no learning is wasted, right? So that when you're ready and you're like, okay, I want to go bid on this contract. So it's really up to you. It's really up to you. I would take the class if I saw the opportunity. But again, if you are thinking I'm not going to ever go bid on the contract, then it's okay. Oh, because I'm touching the screen. I was trying to open up some of the things that they closed up. I'm not touching it no more. Does that help, Stella?
Yeah, that
She
does.
said, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay.
I'll be at the background. Thank you.
Okay. All right. And Savvy Mom, how
Yes,
are
ma'am.
you?
You just spoke to me,
Did I?
You just spoke to me. So
I
you need to speak to Stella now.
Oh, I thought it was Stella that I was talking
No,
to.
no, no, no. That's Savvy Mom.
That was I'm so confused, y'all. I don't know who I talked to. Stella, I'm sorry. I thought it was you.
But no, it wasn't.
Oh, now I can differentiate your voice.
Yes.
Hi, Stella. How may I
How are
help?
you?
I'm
How are
good.
you, Dr.B? Nice to see you again.
Same
We
here.
had a meeting one on one, you and I, in June. Remember?
Yes. Yes,
Uh,
now I remember.
I was sick at that time, and you advised me to take time to take care of myself, which I
Yes.
did. And but I'm always following you. I'm always liking your shows and your live. But right
Thank
now I'm
you.
back. I think I'm okay. I took care of
Thank God.
myself, and I'm back. I'm fully back. So I'm
Amen.
in now.
I'm
What
so
are we going
happy.
to do? Yeah.
I'm so happy. I'm glad to know
I
you are
had
doing well.
surgery.
Mm,
Everything went well, so I'm okay now. I'm okay.
thank
Thank
God.
God. I'm back.
Oh,
Yes.
I'm so happy that we need to cheer you on that. Thank God. Because you didn't look good and I was so concerned. I was like, I do not
Yes.
want you to do business and then you are not healthy enough. So I'm glad you're doing
Yes.
well.
Yeah,
Thank
I'm
God.
okay now. I'm okay. I'm
All
okay.
right. All right. Thank
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
So when
Where do we go from here? I was lost a little bit because I was a little bit not a little bit disappointed, but I'm okay now. We're
yeah.
never going to we are going to fight till the end. I'm never going to let myself down. Never.
Oh no. You know, taking time to take care of yourself
Yeah.
is not a bad thing. You are
It's
not
not.
letting yourself down. In fact, you were doing the right thing. You know,
Yes.
sometimes we go so fast and we don't pay attention to our body. So now
That's
that
right.
yes, William says, let's go. So
Let's
now
go.
that you are back, let's go. You know,
Let's go. Yeah.
I'm glad, and at no point should you not care for yourself because we need you healthy. Your clients need you healthy. Your family need you healthy. Okay.
Yes.
Good health is a blessing.
Of course, it is.
It's
So
a blessing.
I don't know what we're going to do next.
Um,
Do I have to schedule another one
yes,
on one
let's
or
talk again. Okay.
let's talk again?
Yes, schedule an appointment. Send us an email. You still have our email?
I do. I
Okay.
do. I do.
Okay. Send us an email. Let's reschedule an appointment and let's talk. Okay.
Okay.
And
Thank
then
you
we'll
so
know what
much.
to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know why the screen just went cuckoo like this, but it's not. And my face looks all wide and all, but it's okay. We're about done. Thank you. It's so good to see you and have you back.
Thank you, doctor.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. All right, everybody. If there is no more question, we will be going. I may pop in during the week on this account again. I slide it, but it's not coming normal again, Mimi. I slide it to the left and everything else comes up. But well, that's the best I can get it. I don't know what's wrong, but we're done. I thank you guys for sticking with me today, this 1 hour. I'm going to be back on live stream, but I'm going to be doing a shoppable live on my other account, Dr.B. If you don't follow me there, why not? Why not? Go over there and to you guys on YouTube, on YT, thank you. I'll see y'all later. And I will see you guys later. Have a great day. The subscribers